in clothing, but not cheap, sort of a cheap boiler suit either. So yeah, just middle of the road kind of thing. So yeah, he wouldn't really draw any attention from anyone. And on his hips, there is a plasma pistol and a melta pistol.
Awesome.
And that's it.
So you meet up in the hallway. I think that's where we can begin the scene until you leave the ship. You still haven't talked much with the stormtrooper. James usually had a chat with him about his training and making sure he's the person he requested. And as you're standing around ready to leave, that's where we can have a little role-playing scene. So whatever you guys want to talk about, go ahead.
Oh, easy guys, not all at once, Jesus. Okay. Stefan would eventually knock on the door of the new addition to the warband. Sitting in front of the door, he straightens his posture, even though it's been kind of hard lately due to the injuries and most of the time sleeping on a wet mattress down in the Underhive. Nevertheless, he puts up his best impression and knocks on his door.
Lycatus would be tending to his sniper rifle, going through the motions of cleaning it and keeping it ready. Hearing the knock, he would simply declare, "Enter."
With a loud mechanical hiss, Stefan would enter. You'd also see two other figures behind him. With Dustin and Sam accompany me? Would Dustin and Sam accompany me?
I think so. With hands bound across my back, I would follow along quietly.
The three men enter your room. Some examining the choice of decorations you have managed to put on, if any. Others looking at you with a piercing gaze, not only judging how you wear yourself, but also judging the integrity of your very soul. From the middle, Stefan would move forward, look at you. Are you seated right now?
Actually, he would be. He'd be seated right now at a workbench or a desk, I guess.
Stefan would move close to you. Look over your shoulder, says, "Diligent. You're showing sign of some competence, at least."
Of course, I'm diligent. Love the Emperor, for he is the salvation of mankind, and my preparedness is his wrath.
Nice. You get an inspiration point. You can use it to reroll any test that doesn't deal damage, and you can only have one.
I'm sorry, say that again.
You get an inspiration point. You can only use it to reroll tests that don't deal damage.
Right.
Stefan barely processing what you said, as if he had heard it several times over. He produces an automatic response, which is it takes a pure soul to die with faith. It takes a strong man to kill in his name. But you...
I was just gonna reply to that. That death is its own reward. Faith is its ultimate is his ultimate. Damn, I lost it. Death is its own reward for faith.
Can do nothing while you're sitting underground being warm food. Anyway, sorry to bother you. I just wanted to see Dot's latest pet project and how he wears himself. Now, gentlemen, as he looks at both Dustin and Sam that are still in the room, moving past them, I'll be leaving, making preparations for the meeting with the navigator, the head navigator of House Maimon, as he leaves your room without further glances or retort.
As what do you call Stefan leaves the room. What do you call it? You'll notice that he's actually still that he has a smirk on his face. As he turns to leave, he's just going to say, "No, please, stay comfortable."
I'm more comfortable on the battlefield than I am wasting my time on a ship.
He's walking down the corridor and it's getting a little bit hard to hear. Well, you'll probably have plenty of that. Just be all we actually seem to do, but, you'll enjoy yourself. It'll be fine.
As we continue on down the corridor, I'm going to question Stefan. Really, a cravat, though?
Well, my social profiling of the captains and road traders of the area show that they have a certain flair for the dramatic. I would
Certainly ostentatious, but this is a little bit dated, if anything. I'm not sure if datedness versus luxury, how that exactly plays out. I've fallen out of these circles for quite a few years.
Well, fear not. The person we're gonna be meeting is a man of status, which surrounds himself with beauty more than dedication.
He's going to love us then.
True.
Now, I'm gonna try to learn exactly how much drugs can I take in order to form a coherent thought and still not die.
Best of luck to you, friend.
I'll need it. As Stefan makes his way down to where Doc is, and they would discuss stuff regarding dosage and things. Docs keep repeating things like, "Are you sure?" But yeah.
So Duskin's going to turn to Sam and say, "So that's probably the last we're going to see of Stefan."
Yeah, well, it's not the first time that he's gone under a drug-infused rage or otherwise, so I have faith in him. The Emperor has, certainly does.
What a good run. And I'm just going to get all my stuff together and get ready to leave.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to similarly depart. I'm going to head into the. I'm going to head over to the hold and try to get a couple last minutes read in.
Very nice.
I guess Lacatus, after he's finished with his cleaning his rifle, is going to move to the war room and I guess check up on any pertinent information that he should familiarize himself with.
Excellent. You've read the Sailing into the Light series, The Captain's Tale of Cyclopia. Set them aside, Samuel, and you started reading the remains of legend about the Ordo Malleus's investigation of the sector's ruling families. Do you remember whether you finished them?
I did not.
Okay. You at least glanced over that series, and being pertinent to your mission, I imagine you would at least skim over them, and you can do a linguistics test at -20. High Gothic. It's old and incredibly difficult to read. It really starts to drain you after a while, sitting there, reading their tedious rituals and introductions to every scene and every title that seems to span the whole paragraph.
One degree of success with -20.
Oh my god, you got a natural one.
Yep.
Nice.
Or 4 degrees of success. It's been a while.
Oh my lord. That's really good. You actually, you skim through it. You just by jumping from page to page, you manage to like jump across all the bullshit, all the title introductions, all the different houses and all their the details, and get to sort of the meat of the issue. And you can roll a intelligence test +20.
Success with 1.
Beautiful. Reading up on the Ordo Malleus's investigation, you read their incredibly long and detailed reports. All the formalities, all of the Lex Imperialis details. You gain an additional rank in Forbidden Lore Inquisition. If you didn't have it, you now do.
Excellent.
Awesome. And look at us. Yeah, what do you want to do?
You can just call me Caddis.
Yeah, that's the way I pronounce it in Norwegian. Lyketus, was it?
Lycatus, yeah. I went with
Lyketus,
more of a
okay.
Roman bent to it.
Lyketus. That's how they would say it. Lyketus. Yes, what do you do?
Well, while he's in the war room, he's trying to look over any information he can. Anything that stands out that might catch his eye as being pertinent or of interest, really.
Right, you haven't been here before, so you'll sort of open this heavy, creaky wooden door, pushing it to the side. They're weird little compasses you haven't seen before, navigational tools that seem completely outdated, ancient. And you enter an extravagant officer's quarters with several leather chairs and a heavy oak table. The lumen are dim, golden yellow light, and you see the shadows of trinkets and old jewelry sort of dancing around on the walls. The cupboards and table contain an hourglass. There's a smoking pipe, jars of tobacco, molasses, a book of imperial warrants, and wine on the shelf. There's an empty rack where some clothing used to be. Just a shawl that someone decided not to use has been hung over it. There's a small washroom to the side with a mirror and a closet. There is a map. In fact, there's a folder of maps and navigational tools along with it. If you are good enough with navigation, there is also a book with names next to it, and plotted on the maps are various spots that seem to correspond with the various names. What do you do?
Jesus, way to give me a lot.
It's like there's this really tight, intense smell of tobacco and old wood. As you step in, you can hear the creaking of the wooden floor beneath you.
You know what? Kind of curious here. Am I able to do like an awareness check for anything that's out of the ordinary?
So what
From
we
the
do,
cursory.
how we do it here is, if your character needs to do a check, I will tell you.
Okay.
You can just say what you want to do or what you want to accomplish. So, by out of the ordinary, do you mean something heretical?
Yeah, something that might be of interest to the Hereticus.
You're not of the Hereticus, you're of the Ordo Xenos. But to the Hereticus, many things here would be of interest. These are things that smugglers and criminals would carry with them. And you know that you've inherited this ship from a rogue trader. He was a little bit more on the
In that case,
smuggler side.
I'm going to lightly knock and tap my foot around the room, trying to see if there's any hidden spaces.
Nice, nice. You can do a -10 awareness test.
How do I do that?
Click on the icon next to where it says awareness, and then press the minus and then 10. It's under your skills in your character sheet. If you go to the first page.
Okay. Click on awareness and then put -10,
Mm-hmm.
and then hit submit.
Mm-hmm. Oof. You try to knock different places and you hear the sort of banging of the wooden floor. Nothing stands out to you. It all sounds kind of loose and hollow.
Alright, well, in that case, I'll check out the smoking box.
Old tobacco. You open the shrine. It looks like a marble jar that you open up. Inside is this very coarse, rough tobacco. And a smoking pipe.
No, none of it's really mine, so I guess there's not too much that I can do. I guess Lycetus would be respectful enough to leave that stuff alone, but check out the folder.
As you sit down in the chair, you sort of slump down, sink down in this deep wide leather chair. You lean over the table, and there's a single light flickering on it, and you open up the book, slam it down on the other side. And there is a page full of maps in the other tome. And you can do a navigate. Let's see, what's it called? Navigate Stellar. -10. Yeah, you look at the pages and you're like, eventually the thought strikes you, I'm a soldier. What am I doing? I don't even understand these symbols. This doesn't make any sense. you're like cross-referencing, trying to put the one tool, which is like a long ruler, and there's like a pen with two ends on it that you swivel around, and it just makes no sense to you.
I guess there's only one thing I can do. Is there any writing on the maps at all?
Yes, there are various area names. There are
I'm
a
gonna
few names
scan-
in the journal as well.
I'm gonna see if any of them cross-reference in Drukari. Rogue traders always tend to get into the darker stuff, so...
Not on first glance, no. You can do... Hold on, let me find the right test here. Yeah, no. You don't find anything relevant.
I guess for now, then, I leave the war room.
Nice. So you come out, the other men stand in the hallway ready. What do you do, everyone?
Stefan would reach his own chambers. He has a small shrine, more of a carving, made of wood of the tree saint, next to the stand to his bed. He kneels before him. He seeks guidance and fortune for the trials that not only his body but his mind as well will have to endure, hoping it may bring good fortune. Murmured prayers are heard in his own chamber as he begins to recite the inquisitorial creed. As he says, I am but a shadow that rests on a home. I have heard pleading objections to my heart of stone. I once knew love of light and of hope. I found the one place where all things go. To die.
Yes. They
Hope
require
for
me
redemption, gifted here by hands of a better man.
another.
Know that my blood-stained palms will only care for
I
a
am
greater
the one
plan.
who helps them. I am the one who helps them.
This is but a small part of the prayer. He takes around 20 minutes to finish it,
My master is not here at this
hoping
moment,
to attract the
but he will arrive
eye
soon.
of the Emperor and to bless him in his actions.
Awesome. Alright, are you all ready to leave?
Yep.
Sick. As you walk out the ship, you meet the guide from House Maimon, which we have already done. It is a psyker who communicates telepathically with you. Gives you an airy feeling as you walk out of the hangar bay and look over this artificial, almost garden world that has been built here. The space station is built as if everything is a balcony. So the hallways lead to these extravagant balconies and terraces, overlooking a vast landscape of luxurious swimming pools, gardens, plazas, Romanesque buildings, pillars. You see nobles being treated as gods, carried even across these idyllic landscapes, treated with every luxury you can imagine, and the areas are vast. In fact, the majority of this space station, which is the size of a small country, is made up of these playgrounds for the nobles. You are led out to one of the top balconies overlooking the main plaza, leading up to a giant palace across the road. As you walk out, a guide, one of your guides will leave the terrace, and a man wearing a hood and a dark robe will slowly walk out, lean his hands on the railing and look out over the landscape.
After taking the Summerson and activating Stefan's chrono, he would then sit beside the black-cloaked man and would take a sip from the beverage he was handed over previously. Looking over the terrace, he'd say, "Most impressive sight. I must admit, with a bit of shame, that it even puts the gardens of my shrine world to shame."
You feel a pressing intrusion in your mind. Someone is trying to pierce into it. Do you resist?
Yes. Does he get a negative modifier as I'm on 4 different drugs right now? 5 with Emerson.
Let me find my dice right here. My son took him again. Classic.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Be right back.
Shame that only 3 of them actually do anything.
Well, as long as he's actually trying to probe your mind.
Yeah. Can you imagine he rolls another 100 and he sees through my drug-fueled mind worse things than he sees in the warp?
At least he's only probing your mind.
What now?
Alright,
You
I
never
found
know.
it. I found it.
Nice.
Let us roll here. You can roll a willpower test.
Nice. Is it psychic powers? Actually,
Yep.
yeah, it is psychic powers. What the fuck am I saying? Okay, I'm gonna use Strong-Minded to reroll that for free.
Mm-hmm.
Success with 2 additional.
Yeah, you resist. The man turns around. He is tall, pale, and hollowed out. His robe hangs around him like a big coat. He looks across all of you. His eyes sort of just glance each and every one of you. As you sit there, you can all do an awareness test.
That's success with 6 additional.
Sick.
Oh, have to beat that.
At 100.
Samuel became blind for a second.
I was overwhelmed with the scenery.
Yeah. In fact, there is something a bit unusual. Next to the man is a young child. He's standing there. He cannot be more than 4 years old. It's a boy, and he is dressed in a simple brown robe, and he just stands there, numb, looking at you. It's quite airy. The scene doesn't distract you, Duskin. As you turn your head around, you will spot someone standing in the doorway, looking at you. Can't really tell their features. They immediately disappear as you look in their direction.
Okay.
The man will turn to each and one of you and is going to look you over and then Lycetus, you can do a willpower test.
Okay. Just straight up willpower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a failure with one additional.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear a sort of a distant voice that gets closer and closer as he looks at you. He pulls his hood off as soon as you feel his mind pierce into yours. He slithers towards you among the majestic marble pillars and surfaces around you. He has a third eye, it seems, or something similar in his forehead. It is covered by a tiny metal plate. Some metallic
I'm
device.
gonna name it Soul Stealer.
Yes. He carries a banner in honor of his house. And he bows one time as he sort of pulls away his coat as he approaches you. And yeah, you feel this distant presence in your mind, and not speaking out loud, but in your head, you will hear.
My name is Askellon.
It's like omnipresent. It doesn't have any direction. You could just hear it.
Oh, like Kaitos would be a little unsettled by that.
I know who you are, and I know why you're here.
Then you also know... Oh wait, I can't hear this. My bad.
You know why we're here? Are you speaking in my mind?
Testing, testing.
Yeah, he doesn't reply.
Taking the cue from Lycetus, Stefan will turn from the balcony, looking back at the old navigator, noticing how his mutation has not been kind to him, not as kind as to the fair Lady Brabazon, saying, if you know who we are, then you know how capable we are.
I assume
Wait.
you open yourself up to communication from him.
Yeah, to communication, but nothing more.
I am not entirely sure why you would come here.
There are reports that, well, your heir has been met with troubles recently. Your house's future is a bit in question, is it not?
Are you speaking of Itzhak Maimon?
Indeed, the missing scion.
The missing scion?
Yes, House Maimon has a missing scion.
He'll sort of slowly raise his face up, looking down at you, and place his left hand on his jaw, sort of just rubbing it, inspecting you closely. And you can feel his judging eyes looking down at you. He'll turn around and sort of pat the back of this little child who steps forward. He has light, short hair, and will walk forward a couple of steps and just stand there and look at you. And he will look at you pretty intensely and confidently.
As you can see, our gene seed is still healthy. This is our latest offspring.
As I studied a small mutant before me, I turn to the head and say, "Yet the stories I've heard by now are a tad bit concerning. Is there any truth to them, or have my ears been deceiving me?"
Our gene seeds are open for you to investigate.
I want to scrutinize him whether he's trying to avoid the subject.
Excellent. Do a scrutiny test. You get a plus 10 on this one.
Success with 8.
We're gone. In terms of the gene seed being healthy, no, that's completely true. You don't detect any deception there.
In terms of trying to distract me from the fact that there might be a missing member of their house.
That is deception.
Do I roll deception?
No, he's not. He's clearly distracting you from that.
Oh. Trying to avoid the subject will bring you nowhere. Know that the Inquisition's aims are pure, and know that your house has proven of service to the Imperium. We only wish to ensure the security of House Maimon by bringing back its missing son.
Its missing son. I am not sure of who you speak.
Pretend not to act as if you do not know. You have a missing scion. We know this. No amount of obfuscation will change this fact. And how long has it been since it has been missing? Weeks, months, and yet no result. That's because you lack the tools needed. Tools that I'm here to offer.
You can do a actually interrogation tests.
Oh, okay. Success with 1.
You can tell that this isn't Itzhak Maimon, obviously, but whoever this is has been given orders to satisfy your needs and your questions. He's immediately nervous and engaged whenever you speak, and he tries to accommodate you, bows every time. His gestures and body language is quite polite and humble. As you say that, he will bow again.
My apologies. It is not entirely clear to me who you know or what is in your interest.
Well, that is our purpose for our visit. We had hoped that this is not the head, by the way, correct? The head of House Maimon.
Oh no, it's not.
Okay. We had hoped that we would meet with the head of House Maimon and make our desire for assistance clear.
He will be busy, or weeks. When the opening ceremony begins, you will be invited back.
We're
About-
here now on the Imperial's business.
As you can see, we will have a parade in the plaza today in honor of the Novator. You may observe the opening ceremony, but then I will have to ask you to leave.
Stefan will move forward towards the figure and say, I'm certain once you explain to him what we are, he will be more than glad to meet us in person.
I know what he knows. You can speak to me for now.
Very well. We wish to offer assistance in the disappearing of one of your scions, and we also wish for further information regarding this.
Karth, a Dare Navis scion, was kidnapped during comical occult raids on Cerix Magnus. Are you familiar with him?
The scion, no, but I am familiar with Ceres Magnus.
In any case, if he is still alive, he is held by a resourceful enemy and no doubt exploited for his vast knowledge of the warp to whatever nefarious end.
So you're telling me he's not in the solar system?
We have no knowledge of his whereabouts.
I wish to scrutinize that if possible. If he's trying to deceive me.
You can do a +10.
Such as with 5.
Yeah, I know. You look at his eyes and body language. There's no sign of deception.
Shit. Stefan will straighten his posture and says, there's also another matter. An artifact that seems to be of the Inquisition interests. An Eldari artifact, that is. Do you have such items in your possession?
We do not.
Okay, that's a fucking lie. But does he know that's a lie? Do I need to scrutinize him again?
Sure. Do it. Do a +10 once again.
He's here to read an attack priest, at least he has a face. This with 9.
Jesus Christ. No, he's not. He's not telling a lie.
So he's not aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that your knowledge, you pretend to act as if you know everything your head knows, the head of your house knows. Yet it seems the repository of knowledge you sport on your shoulders seems to be quite empty. I am most unsatisfied, as you can clearly see. And I shoot him a blanked expression.
I understand.
Then you understand also that I require more clarity.
Very well.
Wish.
Our trading rights have been seized by the Trade Combine. If you can arrange a new contract with them, we will be of your assistance.
The Trade Combine does not simply seize such rights without motive. Can you grant me further information?
False accusations lie house and you say.
He would see, as soon as he says Emedu Seli, he would see the eye of Stefan that is not covered in eye patch twitch a bit. Oh, is that so?
Do you want an intimidation test?
No, he's angry. He wishes to fuck Emedu Seli as much as possible, so he just threw Stefan a bone.
Do you think that... okay, so you want to fuck them over. You can do a willpower test.
Resistance something or just willpower?
Psychic.
Success with a 1 if it's not enough, tell me.
10?
Success with 1.
Yeah, it's not enough.
I'll roll it with strong-minded. Actually, wait. I'm not gonna reroll it with strong-minded. I will use the drudge that I took to, instead of a 70, it will become a 7.
Yeah.
So it will be a success with 7.
Nice.
Man, I forget this stuff.
Nice. Yeah, he will just straighten his posture, look, sort of tilt its head slightly, look at you for a little while, then his eyes sort of drop and he gives up.
Of course, there is another. Augustus Jack disappeared after a diplomatic mission with Emedu Seli. They claim that he left alive. They claim we are lying. Our only possible lead is House Emedu Seli. But our diplomatic entanglements prohibit us from even contemplating the possibility.
What history do you have with Emedu Seli? Referring to the house.
Exchange of information. Surface contact only.
Nice. We, the Inquisition, are more than willing to offer assistance in such matter. Discreet, of course. It is in our best interest to ensure that all the Navigator houses are able to participate in the Imperium. And we shall not stand to suffer such for the Navigator houses to suffer such injustice, even at the hands of their own.
You can do charm tests. Yeah, neutral charm.
Success.
Sick.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, good.
I sense that you are here to rift some of the... to mend some of the rifts between the houses. Let me offer this. I do not believe the other Navigator houses to be involved in the mutations on Sirix Magnus, or in the alien attacks. In the eyes of our most sophisticated watchers, the threat from beyond was revealed, and may be moving unseen behind the curtains as we speak.
He will immediately glance over your shoulder as he says that.
I thank you for this information. There is one other matter that I wish to discuss with you. Stefan will cough, clearing his throat. We would require special access to your armory. Of course, you will be compensated dearly so for not for the items, but for the tact that you put into delivering ammunition to our ship. as if we are to assist the houses in order to maintain a perfect balance. We surely will also need firepower, as experience dictates that the space here is most hostile by both the raiders and pirates.
One would assume that the Inquisition is prepared for such an event.
Indeed, yet uh,
Never
returning,
hurts to be prepared.
indeed,
Sometimes a little extra helps.
returning back to our home as in order to continue our investigation will prove far more time consuming than if we were to simply requisition supplies here.
And what will House Maimon receive in return?
Thrones, you will be compensated for your services and items in thrones, nothing more and nothing less.
He will lower the banner in front of him and raise his index and pointer finger up in the air in front of you, and will lean in towards your face.
You must speak with the Trade Combine. Give us access to trade.
Indeed, we will do so. But in
He
order
leans
to
back, inspecting you closely, and you can do willpower tests.
success with 7.
Dang.
Moving forward, Stefan, even closer to him, he would say, "Indeed, we'll do so, but we cannot. We will not be able if we are armless and defenseless while navigating the void. Know that this is not an exchange for our service. This is merely to ensure that we reach our destination in order to provide a favor."
Once you mend the relation with your Trade Combine, we will provide you with what you need.
Is there, does Stefan notice any vulnerability that he could wedge his way to at least trickle some water from the stone in order to gain access to some ammunition discreetly?
You can keep pushing the issue out of role playing, and we can.
Yeah,
do
just-
you can. You can do a Scholastic Lore Diplomacy minus 50.
You mean trade diplomacy?
No, Scholastic Lore Diplomacy.
Oh yeah,
If
scholastic.
you have
not
it as a
trade.
trade, you can use trade instead.
Alright.
If you have trade diplomacy.
Success with 3, I think.
Nice. That's a minus 50.
With a with a minus 50?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! 1 second. I'm gonna check some modifiers in that case. Give me some. Did we use trade diplomacy or scholastic?
You can choose.
Diplomacy. I think we use. No, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna still use trade. I'm gonna use an inspiration to reroll it.
Nice.
Minus how much? 50?
50.
Anything that can assist me with? Anyone can assist me with? Butting helps
Very
Stefan.
good.
No trade diplomacy anywhere.
I don't think no diplomacy.
No. You know only of war. In the dream darkness of the far future.
You're the only one talking.
Oh,
Jesus.
100.
It ends with Stefan just going over the same thing again and again. Surely you must understand. And in the end, you're just walking in circles, and he grows a little tired. You can see that his face fades a little. He will look down at little child and sort of pat it on the head. It will look up and look at you, take a step ahead, and very loudly, sort of with its mouth gesticulating, or what is called in English, very visibly, and he will say, Mahabharat! He will look up at you and hold a little card in his hand. Shalwis still holding his hand on the boy's shoulder.
Is there any way to discern what he had uttered?
I can do languages that I don't know with a -20. Is it Gothic? Tecnalingua? Dantari?
No, I'm gonna say this. You've actually heard, as you walked around, you will see mutants, occasionally crazy people, people who look like they're in the beginning of some kind of corruption. Anyone who just looked like a hobo. You will have heard them mumble the word Mahabharat before. You've heard this elsewhere. Yeah, on Blood Mequin. From different people who have no connection to each other. And doesn't register as any language you recognize.
I take the card handed over by the child and inspect it.
It's a star with a diamond shape around it. He will look at you with a dead, passive glance. Ashalwis takes a step forward and looks at all of you.
Life is so frail. Yet, without our fare, there is no potency. And without fare, there is no bravery. Isn't that right?
The little child will look up and nod.
Someone I held dear once told me, because you are afraid of it, you must run towards it. There is wisdom to your words, I will not lie. But I fear I've taken much of your time.
Ashalwis will usher the little boy away, sort of push him as he runs in the door. You're left there with the palm trees and the leaves swaying in the wind of the artificial atmosphere. As you look over the landscape, there's a light fog sort of hanging in the air. Ashalwis will bow politely, his banner following him down. As he leans back up, he will bow once again to each and all of you.
I signal the party to make way back to the ship, and as we go through the corridors, I ask for a servant. I ask them where the toilet is.
Alright, you get the directions. What do you do?
Immediately, the alarm on my clock, on my chrono, starts to tick. And noticing the effects of the Summerson ceasing and the side effects of the other drugs starting to take over, I crawl towards the nearest stall and inject myself right into the chest with a detox as I begin to puke my guts out and putting away the toxins that nearly knocked me out.
You know, -30 willpower test. As always, follows you into a beautiful, exquisite hallway. Urns, old paintings, marble surfaces.
Is it psychic powers?
Yeah, as Stefan walks away, turning the corner, he will crawl to the mushroom.
Success with 4.
Success with 4. That is barely enough. He, as always, as you return, he will inspect you closely, and as you turn the corner, you will hear.
Summerson from the Ceres Magnus Assembly.
No, important from Aventine. Bought on Ceres Magnus before it was processed in order for a vaccine.
If the Inquisitor can provide us with Summerson, we will put in a good word with the Assembly, as well as the Council.
I have some personal connections with Ceres Magnus. I will see what I can do. But you do not owe it to the Inquisitor. You owe it to me.
You can do a charm test, -20.
I can assist you with this.
What, are you in the bathroom with me?
This is how persuasive you are in what you say, basically.
It's kinda, I understand the -20, it's kinda hard to be persuasive after you just vomited.
He's kind of got your number here with the Summerson deal. But
Success with 3.
you succeed nonetheless. Yeah, he will nod once again, deeply.
And I believe. Fuck. Oh, remind me, Morten, where are the. Please tell me the trait combined is on position where we had a previous altercation.
It is. It is.
Oh, it is. Of course it is. Of course.
Yeah.
My bad, Morten. I just assumed you would make it easy for us.
Never.
Thank you. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I made my way back to the group. I excuse myself for my sudden burst into the men's bathroom.
Yes. Looking around, you can see that there are many air vents and pathways here. It's like a maze, these hallways. And as always, will bow. The guide will return.
Well, gentlemen, any of you wish to stay here and witness the parade?
Not particularly. Not particularly. We are being watched by another party, however.
Without turning around to acknowledge Dustin's statement, Stefan will say, can you identify him? Any distinguished markers?
No, it was very fleeting. Very fleeting indeed. But
Okay.
I have a feeling that it's not with this house.
Duskin, do you not have an eye for beauteous things? And, of course, with beauteous things comes counter-surveillance, potentially.
Well, I did spend the entire time that Stefan was saying, please give us some guns. Oh, go on, please. Please. And he actually sort of try to pick up the person again, but unfortunately with no joy.
That is a false statement, Dustin. I thought this was beneath you. It was ammunition I was asking for.
Well, my mistake. I apologize. I was distracted.
Yes, my bickering and crying can tends to attract attention. So I'm certain it was something most important that you are doing. Anyway,
Yeah, but all seriousness, I think there is a third party involved.
certainly you can have your pick from other navigator houses to other organizations. It's not like there's a lack of them.
That is true. That is true.
Anyway, I remember that one place we were. That McQueen, the planet where rips are well. You know,
Joy.
yeah.
We're not particularly liked there.
Oh, well, we have a new designation for our ship and a new disguise, which should hold for now. Especially now that Ripsa is quite busy doing something else.
Well, we'll see, I suppose. So, what's the plan?
Well, first deal with a trade combine in order to secure a discrete supply cache here. After that, we will investigate the disappearance of one of their members, as I point to House Maimon's insignia on the wall facing us.
Well, we may as well get about it then. Point and stand around watching fancy parades.
Indeed.
Alrighty.
And
You walk back to the ship. Am I understanding correctly?
yep.
Cool. Walking away, Shalvis will again repeat his wishes
Yes, please.
to navigate to negotiate with the trade combine and provide them with Samusen. The Novator will also meet you the next time you come here in the future.
And something else, the disappearance of a member, that also I didn't note down completely, if you could repeat that.
Yeah. I'll write it in the chat. It's 2 or...
So we must negotiate for some Samusen as well as their imperial right to trade.
Yep.
Or is this connected to the imperial right to trade, or are separate matters?
It is not.
About this Augustus Judge, he was last seen where exactly?
He told you that he disappeared after a diplomatic mission to Emeduseli. They can't investigate Emeduseli because of diplomatic reasons. But he without saying it directly, hinted that he, of course, thinks they're behind it.
Of course, they're totally not behind it. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. So that's all the information you get as you return to your ship and fly off. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go to the room meeting and press the giant red button as a alarm blares through the ship, and I call a meeting with all the available members. Yes, this is an Among Us reference.
Nice. Yeah, you are called to the wardroom, and Stefan, you will sit down in the chair as everyone, unless you have any objections, will enter.
Noticing the sudden dispersal of the cigarette smoke, Stefan will immediately do his duty to replace the now vacant area with more smoke. Lighting his low stitch. Stefan says, "Gentlemen, we have two options. Either go to the trade combine, a place where we were previously wanted and people are out for our blood, or go investigate the navigator house we had previous altercations with and possibly may figure out the fact that we were the reason. Oh no, they don't have to figure it out. Know that we are the reason they lost their monopoly on Ceres Madness."
As well just flip a coin, really. Let's go somewhere we're hated and they want to kill us, or go somewhere we're hated and they want to kill us.
Precisely, we're between a rock and a hard place.
Either way, the ship is disguised as well as most of us. It should hold, at least until we are able to negotiate something with a trade combine.
Well,
And
I suppose. Sorry, please carry on.
at the same time, House Emeduseli cannot take overt hostile actions against us. That does not mean they cannot hire thugs to, though.
What was the card the small child gave to you?
He presents the card to Dustin. He places it on the table. You'd see a small child with a bright yellow star in the middle. Did I describe it correctly?
Yeah, it's good.
The phrase uttered by the child seems familiar, doesn't it?
Could it be the sign of their house? Maybe it's to show that we're negotiating on their behalf?
The star has 4 sides, and the shape around it also has 4 sides.
Morten, you're triggering me real hard right now. But I see. Do I recognize like anything of it? Like is it a house sign? Is it part of the occult?
No.
Heresy?
No, it's no sign that you could recognize or think of. You know, like thousands of symbols, and it looks like a few of them, but it's not any of them.
Is it possible that it's a composite sign? Or a reduced sign from one of those?
I'm not sure. Whatever it is indigenous. It has not been observed in the greater Askellon sector.
No, this is not in any of your records. And you go through all of your records. It is. It has an unusual shape, though. The star. Sort of jagged towards the 4 edges that are sticking out of the diamond shape above it.
See if you can figure anything about it, Sam.
Will do. And I'm going to crawl back into the hold. I'm going to take the card. I'm going to start doing some basic research on what possibly it might be and see if I can figure anything out.
You can do a scholastic lore heraldry, -50.
Oh, you're
Right,
right.
I have a plus 10 for that, and I'll also use a fate point to give that a plus 10. That's a -30.
Nice.
Failing with 3 degrees. That hurts.
Do you have an inspiration or something?
I have
Yeah.
exactly 1 inspiration, yes.
Yeah, inspiration.
It's worth it. You use a fate point, so might as well roll it.
Nope. That's all I was going to do.
I swear I'm gonna start buying mastery lore.
Oh my god. Failure
Oh
with
my
5.
Ah,
god.
damn. You turn around and as you flip it from one side to the next, you get like an aha feeling. But then your mind starts to race. You think back to old heraldry that you've read about, and you look at it again, and the idea is lost. You can't quite figure it out. You don't know what it means.
It's right on the tip of my tongue, and yet
It looked like something, and then you're not sure what you were thinking of at that moment, as you're running through thousands of references in your mind.
In the workroom, while Samuel is not wrestling with a new piece of evidence, Stefan would start studying on old dealings, old history of the trade combine, previous cases that were put in motion to see if he can find a pattern or not fall in any pit traps that may be placed in front of him while negotiating with them.
Mm. So you're reading through the books.
I'm just ensuring myself. I'm reading through the books, seeing if I can get an edge on the trade combine during the negotiations, if any.
Nice. Yeah. You sit down and read about how the trade combine uses the hidden forces of their criminal underworld to do their dirty work, and you can do a criminal underground -30.
Is it the common law or the forbidden one?
It is forbidden.
yeah, criminal cartels.
I think it's only exists in forbidden.
-30.
Mhm.
Success with 2. Wait, no. No. Just flat success. It was supposed to be -10. Flat success.
You know that the Train Combine uses specifically the Cloud Boys for assassinations, theft, because of their background as nobles. They are experts at infiltrating the surface world. They wouldn't use flesh cutters or any kind of any of the slum dwellers, but former nobles make for perfect assassins. A leader or prominent figure in the Cloud Boys would be excellent leverage, or certainly know a lot about them.
We did arrest the head of the Cloud Boys on Ceres Madness.
Yep, you did. And you run into the Cloud Boys on almost every world that you've been to.
Yeah.
There's a sizable population. Just because
And
fallen nobles are so useful in getting shit done.
well, Stefan would definitely know, but no, not Stefan. Callus would definitely know, but Stefan wasn't active in that period.
True.
Okay, maybe I can use this. saying, would Stefan is thinking whether he can make a hostage exchange. Maybe he thinks to himself while the rest is doing they're doing their thing.
Yes. Jericho takes the ship carefully away from the space station, and in the end, you're just floating in space. Looking out of the windows, you can just see glittering stars and Blood McQueen in the horizon.
Jericho knows to set course towards Blood McQueen's they combine centric city.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And should they ask who what our purpose is here is to negotiate the trade rights on behalf of House Maimon, of House Maimon. I have so many names.
You can do a D100. Any of you can do it.
I'm going BRB. Good luck, fellas.
Do it.
When I come back, it better not be 100.
Oh, watch. It's gonna be.
In the meanwhile, would it be possible to use Total Recall in order to recall familiar shapes, designations, things like that?
Do you have
like
Total
that?
Recall?
I do.
Nice. Okay, so the thing that would have skipped your mind because you have perfect memory. You did technically fail it, but you can re-roll it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that including the fate point or no?
Yeah, you still get the bonus from the fate point. You're just remembering this moment. You sort of sit down in the same chair, do the same motion, run through the same thing you were thinking of.
Oh, it is not happening.
Okay.
Failure with 2 degrees.
Oof. You can. Yeah.
Okay,
However-
so I think beyond that, I think I'm also going to, as I give up, I'm going to come up and just kind of murmur to myself, ready to report to Stefan with considerable failure. It is on the tip of my tongue. And I'm going to use Flash of Insight to reveal a clue about this.
Ooh. Nice. That's a fate point, is it?
It is.
Alrighty. The edges of the stars corresponds, like when you block out certain parts of it, corresponds to the ancient symbol, just a general symbol for a navigator house. All of the edges of the star represent or symbolize a navigator house. They are connected via the symbol above it. The meaning or the symbolism of this is some form of new connection between the 4 navigator houses. That they're either forging it, they have been brought into it, but this is definitely an unusual gesture, and you lean towards it, meaning that there is a tie between them that is yet unknown to you.
And I think that the way that I would have stumbled upon it is I would have gripped the card in a certain way with my thumb, with my low stick in my other hand, just because it's an awkward balance. And I would have been balancing it against a book earlier, and I didn't realize that I had this coincidental pairing until I started walking upward.
Awesome. You get an inspiration point, and you inform the rest of the group about this. This card is very new. It has been newly pressed. No one has seen this before. You have no record of it. When the Inquisition has never heard of something, it's because it hasn't been in circulation at all. Even something held by the Navigator houses would eventually become known to you. Your conclusion is that this must be a very recent event.
Oh, okay, excuse me if I'm interrupting. I just rejoined. Why is there a 94?
Oh god.
Because
Well,
good news, didn't roll 100.
Well, that's the only good news we ever have.
Did you hear about Samuel's insight?
No, please.
Okay. The symbol seems to mean that there's a connection between the houses, some kind of something that binds them together that is entirely new, very, very recent. You're unsure of what? Could be bad, could be good.
Pretty bad.
Alrighty. As you drift towards the planet, seeing this big green planet in front of you, I want you to do a navigate aeronautica test. Whoever is in the bridge. Whoever wants to, basically.
Do you have sentry power?
Navigate Aeronautica.
Can I assist Dustin in any way?
Yep, you can.
Okay. Do the plus 10 Dustin if you roll for it.
I don't have stellar or warp. Only have surface.
Operate aeronautica, nothing. It's underneath navigate.
Operate Aeronautica, not navigate.
What, was it navigate or operate? In terms of navigate, there is no aeronautica, only operate. Oh man.
Sorry, navigate stellar. Navigate stellar.
Oh. I'll take it if you don't have
It's
stellar.
the closest we got.
No, I don't have it.
It's the closest we have.
Rather from the Inquisitor, it's alright.
Just to keep the direction correct. A phenomenon is going to happen in front of you. It looks like a storm with these jagged edges. It very quickly envelops the ship. You're currently in almost what looks like a lightning storm, but it's all around you. Almost looks like electrical currents.
Do you have any inspiration, Dustin? You may afford to grant me.
I do not.
8 point it is!
Sorry, dude.
Success with 3.
Very nice.
Wow. Okay, let's see if Jericho managed to do this. Does anyone else want to pilot the ship?
With my current rules.
No.
Probably not a good idea. Okay, let's let Jericho do it.
No, I know Jericho's thingy. I can pilot the ship. I feel like I'm better at the ship than Jericho.
Yeah, you like push him out of the seat, he stands up.
I got.
Hey,
What have
what's
you
the
got,
deal?
Stefan? I've got 3.
You sit down, immediately grab the stake. It's almost like a warp tunnel that you're navigating through. It like goes up and down and sideways. You have to drive through it.
Holy shit, Jericho, step aside. I've stolen some recent mappings from the cartographer guild.
All you're doing is looking at the horizon, looking at the end of this worm-like tunnel, and predicting where it's going. As you start to turn the ship, you can do a minus 10 And remember the penalty you get from the ship as well.
Oh,
ship
mother fuck. You know what? I'm also gonna use another faith point for a +10. Man, I'm so glad I have those implants. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Okay, yep. So I failed. Can I use another faith point to reroll? I'm basically at 0 now.
You rerolled once. I mean,
No, I
that's-
didn't. I didn't
Oh, you didn't
reroll for,
reroll. Okay, yeah,
for
of
the
course.
operator, not the tunnel.
Of course you can.
And faith point 0. Man, you're not really giving with those inspirations, are you?
Draining your fate points, sir.
Beat train. I used all 3 of them.
Oh, let me just give you my inspiration.
Ah,
Oh, you beholding inspiration from me, motherfucker.
nice. You can reroll.
These people.
Okay.
These people and their lies. You can reroll. Go ahead and reroll that.
Success with 4, nat 9.
No.
You make it about a fourth of the way there when the worm starts to fluctuate and you fly directly into it. You can hear Macrocorpum's annoyed voice in the background, shrieking. Somewhere deep up in the tunnels, finally he grabs a Voxcaster. Everything is fried! All of our electrical equipment! Get us out of here! And you can do a tech use test -20 to re-engage the engines. They keep shutting down, you keep turning them on. You have to adjust the throttle just perfect to make it ignite again.
I'm not able to do that, but I place my trust in my loyal servo skull that will go overdrive to
Nice.
do it.
It grabs the throttle and like tries to hit the exact point, hitting the ignition again and again. And
Success with 4D servo skull nails it.
nice. The servo skull is technically flying the ship. Sitting in front of you is a hovering skull with, what should we say? Like a little lever?
Yeah.
And it's
With a
only
little...
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only the throttle and then like pushing the ignition, jumping back and forth extremely quickly, and suddenly the ship starts flying again. And you can again fly back into the tunnel and do a operate aeronautica -10.
With also the ship's thingy.
Yeah.
I can assist you with this.
Oh, thank God. Also, I don't need to use it. You know what? I'll keep the faith point in case I need to reroll. -10, that's -50 with MIU and other stuff and talent, fine. -20, and thank you, Dustin, you're a G. -20. Success with 4! Let's go!
Holy
Dang, dude. You managed to fly almost entirely out of the storm, navigating like extremely skillfully through the tunnel, turning the ship up. Everything falls, cups, decaf, everything is on the floor, low stakes, water, cups, like everything is just flying around as you're violently thrusting this thing back and forth. The gravity well pulling everything towards it, going crazy. Navigation systems just flipping around like crazy. No one has any idea where they are. And finally, there is a home stretch as the tunnel tries to expand and lengthen. You can do a navigate aeronautica. -20.
Stellar
Navigate.
or surface?
Navigate -20. No, sorry, operate -20.
Oh.
I misspoke.
Okay, that's the home stretch.
I'm not worried at all.
Yeah, me neither. Minus funny this time.
Yeah, it's a smooth ride.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, there goes my last fate point. I'm taking the ship's maneuverability into account, yes?
Yes.
Failure. Failure.
As Tavi pulls the throttle all the way, and you can hear the ship start to struggle as one of the lightning bolts is visible in the bridge. Tavi, you can do a toughness test. -10.
Is it pain?
No. Everyone else who's on the bridge can do the same. I'm gonna do the same for our friend Jericho.
Well, oh, wait, I can reroll that.
I'm gonna spend the fifth point to reroll.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take it.
I have not had a decent roll in weeks.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Weeks, really?
Yeah, literally.
It's been about that long. It's been
Yeah.
about that long.
Brutal.
Right, as you can guess, quite a high failure. -5.
Failure?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody succeeded.
The ship will have a small explosion. Jericho immediately falls unconscious. And Duskin does the same. And Stefan as well.
And Sam.
No one. And Sam.
Oh, Sam definitely falls unconscious.
Everyone is unconscious. How many rounds?
I am 2 rounds.
I take it would be, what do you call it, how many levels of failure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, levels of failure +1.
Yeah, so that's what, 6?
6 rounds, okay.
That's round 7.
Okay. What is your biggest weapon?
Well, our biggest weapon doesn't have ammo, so it has to be that cannon.
The cannon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
With the sound of grinding metal, the gun locks in place. The gun suffers from the weapon locked damage condition. The weapon is now only capable of firing in a direct straight line, whatever happens, until it is repaired.
It's okay, it doesn't mean
It'll
anything.
be good anyway.
Yeah.
Noted down.
It doesn't only shoot forward.
Only shoots forward anyway.
Doesn't affect it. Write it down, Stefan.
Yeah.
And another round. 3. Oh god, okay. Another one. Next weapon is your melta weapon.
It's okay, we don't have anything for it anyway.
The weapon explodes and is torn from its housing. Damage from the explosion rips further into the vehicle's hull, possibly injuring the weapon's gunner. For each gunner, blah blah blah, nobody's operating it.
So they'll knock the fuck out.
The weapon suffers from the damaged weapon condition.
You wanted to get ammo for the guns.
It is crippled now. It is not fully destroyed, it's crippled. So write that down.
Okay. So, with the sound, can you play the sound of alarm?
Yeah, I won't find it, but we can imagine.
Okay. So, with blinking the red lights, Stefan's vision stops being blurry as the sound of the alarm becomes louder and louder as he returns to reality. He starts looking at the display in front of him as there's way too much red.
Awesome. Yeah, everything's blinking. All the switches are like turning on and off. It just looks like a light show. Everything is fried. There's electricity sparks flying everywhere. The lightning storm is all around you. It has enveloped the ship. Where you are alive. And you can do a tech use test -10. If you try to contact Michael Corpum, there is no answer.
But I'm the only one awake?
You're the only one awake on the entire ship.
Holy shit, the bridge is down, so naturally you're there. Shit. What am I looking for to use that use?
-10. To get the ship started again.
I go through my watch. I tell to the servostral, barely managing to get my head up. By the Omnissiah, save us! And success!
Nice. Nice. The ship starts again, and you fly towards the edge. You can do another -10 operates.
Oh my! Is at least Dustin awake?
Up for another 4 turns.
Oh no! With the same negative modifiers of the ship. Can you at least allow me a few seconds to check my talents and implants? Maybe I get better chance. Do I at least also get an inspiration? I beg of you.
Yeah, you have role played pretty well. I've been skimpy on the inspiration. Have an inspiration.
Thank you. Straps to the dogs. Thank fuck I have that inspiration.
You deserve it.
But that's the thing, he's only throwing you that so that you actually have a modicum of hope so that he can then go squish.
Oh, the ship maneuverability is -40, right? So the third highest difficulty. Fuck. Okay, again.
I'll do it. Don't suck.
Oh yeah, that's easy for you to say.
Where's the roll?
Oh my god! 3 points away from success. Fuck.
A little bit too far from my.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's gonna be 63. Oh my god, your weapons keep getting fucking hammered. What is the next weapon? You have another weapon.
The twin linked autocannon.
Doing the autocannon. Let's see what happens. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, it has the weapon locked damage condition.
Okay, that one actually hurts.
Nothing bad. Nothing terrible has happened so far. And, it's not awful. You can do another operate aeronautical test.
This is the third round, nobody's awake, right? Not even Samakri, not even Jericho.
Samakri is well asleep.
It's the 4th one. No, sorry, it's not. No.
Jericho has 3 more rounds before he wakes up.
My god. My back hurts from carrying this.
Samuel, are you awake? How many rounds?
It's 7
Round
rounds.
7.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh, fuck me! Come on!
Stefan is standing there alone with the fucking throttle.
Yes.
Jiggling it back and forth.
The warp just keeps sucking me.
You can reroll, I guess.
Oh, fuck.
Do you have anything?
Nothing. I've spent everything. The only thing that I can do is burn fate.
Damn. Let's see what happens. Oh, something new. That is the engine.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
That might be bad. Let's see what happens here. Oof. Yeah, that is very bad, isn't it? That is very bad. The vehicle's engine is ripped apart in an explosion that immediately stops the vehicle from moving. The vehicle suffers from the motive system's destroyed condition.
Oh.
You hear a loud explosion behind you.
Surely momentum will carry us through.
Yeah, you are gliding forward.
Anything I can do? Use positional thrusters?
Hey, no thrusters left.
Not me, not even the positionals one. Can I... They're destroyed, so I can't even attempt to fix it, right?
You can attempt to repair it. Takes 2 days.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to spend 2 days in the fucking warp.
And
I'm halfway thinking to just go outside and try to push the ship.
If you wait until we're all awake, we can all just sort of run from the back of the ship to the front of the ship and smash against the...
When we're stuck in the warp, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. You volunteering?
destroyed engine. Let's see what else happens. Nothing there. And oh, this okay. Something new. It's gonna be a. A small explosion rips through the crew compartment, damaging internal systems and wounding the crew. Each character in the affected section of the vehicle suffers, and I'm going to say that is the entire ship, suffers 1 level of fatigue and suffers a single hit for 12 explosive damage to the body location.
And fuck.
And must make a challenging agility test or catch fire.
Oh.
Well, gentlemen, you feel like dodging fire, looks at their unconscious body.
Sparks fly, everything burns, there's equipment on fire. Everything is fucked up as you wake up.
I'm gonna do a leaping dodge to see if I can not catch on fire. And I'm on fire.
My god.
Of course I'm on. Is there a... Fuck. This is for next round when I'm on fire.
Anything that can explode does explode, and the entire hallway is filled with infernal flames for a brief second. As you open your eyes again after closing them, you see that Stefan is standing there. His pants and his jacket is on fire. He instinctively starts patting it with his hand. And we're gonna have to look at the on fire rules.
Oh, I know them. I used to be on fire, so... First of all, being on fire, very shit. Need to roll willpower just to do a fucking action.
It's awful. Yeah, you can easily die from being on fire in this game.
Actually, on fire doesn't do a lot of damage. It does 1d10 without ignoring the armor or toughness, but it gives you 1 level of fatigue each time you're on fire.
Yeah, that could kill you.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah, so all of you need to do that challenging agility tests.
First, the willpower one to see if we're even capable of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're busy just...
The agility is whether or not you're on fire, so that's the initial thing.
Oh, right.
Did everybody do that?
Do we even roll agility if we're unconscious?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm gonna give you a -20 because you're not unconscious, you're stunned technically.
If you-
So you're kind of able to maybe instinctively react a little bit. So let's do a minus
Finally,
20.
success with a 5
Really?
additional.
If you have leaping
But
dodge, you can use
not a
dodge.
It's not a dodge test, guys.
Oh
it's
no!
It's an
If you-
agility test.
You need to have leaping. Oh, flat agility. Yeah, I
It's
still
not a
failed.
dodge test, guys.
Sorry, my bad. I thought it was
Okay, hold
AoE.
minus 20. Oh, minus 4. Great.
Only if you're unconscious. Didn't I say that you woke up eventually, and then this happened? Yeah, I've rolled too many rounds now, guys. You're all awake, so you can ignore the minus 20.
I
Does
feel
it
like 2
help?
degrees.
It's still minus 2.
Gotcha.
Hmm?
Stefan?
Yeah, still on fire. Wait, is it my turn to wet, or am I busy being on fire?
You can roll with an agility this time
Wait,
instead of.
actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use a fate point for that.
Okay.
I cannot possibly use willpower, so this is the better of the two.
No,
Yeah,
willpower is after you are on fire. And yes, I'm still on
Exactly.
fire.
Exactly, that's a terrible idea. So if we're not unconscious, is it a flat roll or is it minus 20?
A flat roll. Yeah.
Flat roll. Okay. Okay.
I still failed.
Yep. Failure with 3 degrees.
Well, guys, the whole hallway catches fire, and you all start to burn. And at that point, we have to look up on fire rules. Do you have them in front of you, Tavi? If not, I can find them. Do you have the rules in front of you, Tavi?
No. I'm quickly searching for them. If you don't find them, let's see who finds it quicker. The speedrunner or the GM.
Yeah, supposed to have them.
I'm searching for flame for weapon stats that hopefully will.
Standard melee. Recall repairing.
Page 243.
243. Oh.
233. In the PDF or the book?
In the book.
233.
243.
243. Stun, suffocating, defended, failing. Fire. A character that has been set on fire in several different ways. None of them are pleasant. First weapons with flame quality and certain energy critical effects can set character on fire. Alternatively, character can be ignited by fire. The first wish a character is exposed to some flames, he must make challenging agility, so 0 agility. Once the character is on fire, he suffers 1d10 energy damage, ignoring armor. Ooh, ignoring armor.
Ignoring armor.
Oh,
Oh no.
That makes more
That's
sense.
not good.
That makes more
Yeah,
sense.
that's better. I
And
wish I knew that when I had a flamethrower.
If the location is not otherwise specified.
And suffers 1 level of fatigue each round until the fire is extinguished if the location is unspecified. While on fire, he must make a challenging willpower test at the beginning of each of his turns in order to be able to take action normally.
God, guys, on fire is so brutal. Let's just run through it quickly. Everybody, every round, roll a willpower test. And then if you fail the willpower test, I can roll a d10 for you and determine the damage. Right?
I think I'm gonna die. It's a pretty good chance.
It's not beyond the realm of possibilities.
I succeed my willpower, and you can see a GIF in the Dark Heresy channel of Stefan. This is fine.
Sick.
He's from a shrine world. Being on fire is normal for him.
Yeah, you calm yourself a little bit and you start to actually do something productive. Which is rolling on the floor. -20 agility test.
Actually, I want to see if I can find an extinguisher to see if I can increase my chances of agility.
Yep, you can do that. And you can do... an athletics test, -20.
It's not better. It's not better.
You're on
at all.
fire, whatever.
You know what? I'll take the fucking agility.
Okay, do it.
Actually, you know what? The athletics is pretty good too.
Nice.
Oh, success! Not one!
That one!
Not one!
Davy, do you want to do it?
What am I capable of first? Before I do
Alright,
it?
you're sprinting literally to like a red fire extinguisher that's on the wall, grabbing it while you're on fire. You can like hear the crackling of your hair on fire, grabbing the fire extinguisher and then extinguishing the fire on yourself.
Okay, I'm ready. Hit me.
Nah, man,
I need my
I
fate
basically described it there for you, so let's just go with that.
Oh, okay. There goes my option to get an inspiration and faith.
Nah, you get
No,
it.
I thought I would also be able
Oh, yeah,
to
fate
save
points.
the others. Yeah,
Yeah.
I kinda need them, huh?
Save the others. We'll see
Yeah.
we'll see with that. But you definitely extinguish your own fire there. Standing there, your whole armor is burnt up. Everything is blackened, or clothing, and you look back at the others. They're just flailing around, like desperately trying to put out the fire. Not managing to do it.
I shoot them with the extinguisher.
Okay, I was worried for a second. Shoot them. Yeah, you run over to them, and I'm gonna give you guys one more round before he reaches you. So that's 2 failures. That's gonna be
I'm gonna try to see if I can actually extinguish myself.
yeah. So
Well, he's doing this.
Samuel, you take 7 damaged energy to the body, ignoring armor.
Yep, that's -2.
You're at -2. Okay.
Is it a flat willpower or?
Flat willpower first, yeah.
You're at -2.
Yeah, of course it didn't.
That's gonna be. I'm checking now for you, Samuel. The blast. That's gotta be wrong. No, that's correct. Okay. The fire drags the air from the target's body. You must make a challenging toughness test or be knocked or be prone. So basically, your chest is burning. You can't breathe. Do a toughness test -0.
Wait, did you just roll a Righteous Fury on the fucking fire? Okay.
-0?
+0, whatever. Basically, no modifier. Just a flat toughness.
I should definitely use my last 3 points to try that. Yes.
Well, you're prone. This is the first step of stop, drop, you know? Now you need to roll.
being prone for you now is really no big deal.
Yeah, it's not really
You
that
shouldn't
much
use your
of an
fate
issue.
points. You shouldn't use your
Yeah.
fate points on this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so you're fine. You drop to the ground. Did you fail as well, Dusky?
Messed me up.
Mess you up. Okay, you take 9 energy damage to the body. And
So-
ignoring armor. New round begins. Stefan?
oh, you
have
rolled willpower earlier. I forgot to do that.
okay.
Okay, sorry. Flat willpower. It's okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay, nice. New round begins. You're both still on fire. Stefan, you have enough time to reach one of them and put out the fire. Who do you choose?
Well, I've heard Dustin got 9 on his roll, so seeing how Dustin is more on fire than Samuel, actually, can I see which one is worse?
Samuel is visibly, his flesh is visibly burning. Like he's gonna have burn injuries permanently.
Oh, definitely Samuel then.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
Samuel, you immediately close your eyes instinctively as you just you see this cloud of smoke surrounding you, and you feel an intense heat, and then suddenly cold. As you lay there for a little while, just in agony and pain, you look to the side and you see Stefan running over to Duskin. Duskin, willpower.
Failure with 4.
Right. It's gonna be a 8 energy to the body. Ignore it.
Okay.
And it is
It's -4.
It is Stefan's turn. You run over and put out the fire. You reach -4. That's gonna be
To the chest.
-4. The energy ripples, or the fire ripples all over the character, scorching his body with horrid. This is really fitting. With 3rd-degree burns. The target suffers only 10 levels of fatigue and can only take a blah blah blah. Alright. I'm gonna roll for you. You suffer 3 levels of fatigue.
Man, you ain't rolling for anything.
Alright, that is
Okay.
some new exciting things that have been happening to the ship while you were asleep. Let's see. You are gliding out of the black hole. Finally, the energy dissipates behind you, and you are out of the worsts. Looking behind you, you can see the storm, whatever it was, disappearing, and you are safe. However, your engine doesn't work.
Fuck. Then we have no fucking way to shoot.
You got no weapons, and you got no engine. I'm gonna guess that Ripsaw would have repaired the engine.
Either me or Ripsaw.
That's gonna take a.
Whopping 2 days.
It's gonna take a couple of days. And repairing a destroyed weapon requires blah blah blah. Spare parts, yes. Repairing the engine does not require a spare part. So I'm gonna say that a few more days pass, and remember days are
2 days.
this mission. So I'm gonna subtract a few more days from you as you drift through space without an engine. Flying through space, Ripsaw will finally repair the engine, and you will fly, skipping ahead several days towards Bloodmuckwin, and you can roll another D100.
Oh, fuck me! Fuck! You will not get the
I
free.
think we were playing on easy mode. Come on,
No,
man.
I'm not rolling it. I'm not rolling a D100. I refuse to.
You know what?
It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to torture you guys.
It would be fun if we can.
It's not supposed to be a torture session.
When it turned into one, Sam, do you feel lucky or should I?
Guess it kind of is.
You know what? I've been feeling pretty lucky lately. Let's fucking go, roll, Tony. 29! 29! Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes!
Oh my god. Jesus, I can't believe it.
I couldn't have rolled anyway because I'm probably unconscious and in bed somewhere.
Yeah. You're all in the med bay.
I've never seen such a low number.
Scorched bodies. And finally, you will fly towards Bloodmuckwin.
I'm literally gonna try.
The glittering lights through the fog as you approach this green surface of Bloodmuckwin is quite beautiful. You have You have been here before, so I'm not gonna make you roll to find it. You know exactly where to go. And how do you want to approach it, Tavi, or anyone? Do you want to try to fly low and far away? Do you want to announce your approach?
We've changed the ship, so it's very unlikely they'll notice us. And I'll hail that we hail from House Maimon. We sit an audience with three combined in terms of negotiating.
You're from House Maimon?
Yes, we're on a delegate mission to negotiate on behalf of House Maimon in regards to their trading rights.
I'm gonna have to make you do a deceive forgery test, -40.
I mean, fine. Deceive, how much?
Deceive forgery -40.
You know, this would be the moment I would say, haha, see, I have a mastery, but no more faith points.
You're flying through the foggy, broken landscape towards the city. And in the distance you can see these glittering lights as Stefan turns the dial on the Voxcaster to announce that he's from House Maimon.
Oh, success with 6.
Sending the perfect code, the right recognition signals for House Maimon, which you have received as an operative in the Inquisition. You have basically their usual codes that they use when they visit the planet. And you also indicate with your overwhelming success that you're here not on official visit. You don't want any delegation to meet you. You want everything to happen sort of hush hush.
Yeah.
And you will fly towards this very immediately changed landscape. As soon as you fly out of this foggy area towards the lights glittering in the distance, you can see these majestic ivory temples with large Romanesque pillars, huge arching bridges in the distance connecting various parts of the city, surrounded by a beautiful artificial lake. There's also a dam. The Magriel trains appear out of the earth. They carry with them metal and precious minerals that is extracted in these vast mining tunnels towards a city in the center. In the skies you can see patrolling gunships belonging to the Involut cadre, who are hired by the city. You fly towards Port Gini, which is like a big train station with lots of platforms. And with your success, you are granted a landing place and will land without being recognized. Having had a Inquisitional cleanup crew, you have covered up your previous actions. Whoever is dead has been explained away. The criminal band that was here, who pretended to be someone else, has been jailed and taken off planet. Everything has been sold. You are no longer wanted, and whoever would have been able to recognize you has been removed from duty. As you stand on the sort of train station, you can see trains going in different directions. And do you want to approach anyone here, or do you just want to go towards the city?
Before setting off, I wish to see if there's anything I can do for Dustin. Dustin, you are at -2 because we spent 2 days resting. I have
spent 2 days
medicated.
resting. I've spent 2 days trying to fight Dogwolf.
So
As the smell of cooking pork wafts around the ship.
No, the
Get an
question.
inspiration point.
The question is, Dustin, would you like me to attempt a Medicaid at flat with 51% chance of success?
What chance of killing me?
If I fail with 3 additional, I will do 1d10 damage.
You know
Not
what?
ignoring toughness, though.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna stay in the medical bay. I'll be on comms. How does that sound?
Fair enough, I cannot judge for this. Well, since his cravat and other disguise has been, well, burned to basically his ashes at this point, Stefan looks through his wardrobe and begins to clad himself in the first robe he appeared as a young recruit, and I actually managed to find a picture of Stefan's character.
Post it in the
With,
chat.
with his ballistic scarf and long coat, long blue administratum coat, he sets off from the ship.
Nice. Very nice. Okay, so I can kind of... Yeah. Is anyone with
Missing-
you?
Obviously, it's the other nun burned.
And anyone who isn't burned.
Yeah, so Sam.
Oh, so we gain two wounds per day, right? Is that correct?
It depends on how much damage you receive. Lightly wounded, you heal your toughness bonus per day.
But you're in critical, so that would be 1. wound per
Yeah,
day.
if you're critical, it's 1 per day.
Okay, so I'm at 0 now.
What fatigue? Sorry.
It is
Uh,
Oh, speaking of fatigue,
Fatigue is removed once you sleep.
Yeah.
Once you sleep.
All right.
You're at 0, and you also have... but you have first aid, Stefan.
I have a first aid kit and I have Medicaid 1. That's it.
Oof.
The miracle I did with the Skitaris, very fucking rare, Morten.
You can still try to heal him. You want to give him some more wounds?
I'm not gonna do it if Dustin doesn't want. You cannot provoke me into killing a player.
What he called, he's come in and what he called, he's come at me with his little shaking hands and his little medical kit, and I basically just pointed a gun at him and told him to leave it to Doc.
Nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna say Samuel and Stefan are walking out towards the city. The in Valorum is a large basilica in the middle of the city. You can do a navigate surface test -20 to navigate the narrow alleyways and tunnels. Sorry, you've been here before, -10. And yeah,
Sam,
-10 navigate surface.
Sam,
Any of you can use.
reports are that you're from a hive. Do you know anything about navigating one?
I mean, I know how to navigate my hive, but as for larger hives in general, everyone's different in its own way. I couldn't tell you.
Let me give you some advice. Sorry.
Yeah, you get an inspiration point, Samuel. Do you have the special ability to move through crowds more recently?
I do. Face in the crowd?
Absolutely, you can do a neutral navigate surface test.
Oh, nice. I also have that.
You can both do neutral.
Can you assist me with navigate? Sam?
Sorry, see? Yes, I will assist you.
Okay. When you say Sam, this is the trick about hives. The wealthier you are, the more heat you're allowed to dispense. So you see these cold pipes? Usually noblemen don't tend to boil alive.
Whoa!
And because
If
we're
there's something
searching
wrong
for
about it.
the Trades Guild, they certainly afford a lot of gold. And I will proceed to distinguish which cold pipe would lead to our destination. 1 second.
Hmm. Very nice. Yeah, you push your way through the beggars and whoever trying to approach you. Basically, just elbow your way through the crowd. Easily run up these stairs. It's like these narrow, old city back alleys. You manage to push your way up, and finally you see the sun way up there, and you run up the stairs and find yourself on top of this pathway here, overlooking the water and all the bridges around you. It is about midday as you look at the people walking around here. Most of them are workers, a few guards, no one you recognize, no one from the last time you were here. As you will just take in the beauty of the landscape and the horizon. Looking around you, you will see a few nobles, the occasional rogue trader, but everyone who walks freely here is privileged in some way. There are none of the manufacturing workers here.
Is there still smoke coming from the building Ripsaw blew up?
In fact, the entire side of the building that Ripsaw blew off has been removed and been boarded up with metal plates.
Stefan looks in that direction and he wonders what happened there, managing to successfully repress the memory.
Nice.
Do I see any officio of the Trade Guild? Wait, no, not Trade Guild, what am I saying?
There are Invalid Cadre members there. They all carry the oath cog that you remember.
Involved cadre.
Yeah,
Wearing oath cards. That's interesting.
yeah, they were outsourced from Havdas Leum to work here
Okay.
with the trade combine.
I approach one of the guards, the involved cadre.
Yes. You'll turn around and sort of. He's wearing a blue sort of. His uniform is a little bit too big. The hat looks like he has a bowl on his head, and he turns around. Yes, may I help you?
Excuse me, sir. Mike and Dixon Steel from Steel and Steel Contract Officio. We would wish to ask you a question. Where is the location of the Trade Combine's headquarters?
His mouth was slowly open. He's got this big, confused look on his face. The who? I'm sorry. I don't recognize the name. You're from what?
Steel and Steel Contracting.
Yes,
Oh,
a contract
Thrillers.
officio. Yes,
Oh,
excuse
you work
me.
with the mining companies.
Yes.
Of course. What may I help you with?
We wish to make an appeal for the Trade Combine to hear us. And the
Trade
clients
Combine?
we represent rather.
Do you mean the Master Logistica or the Prefectus?
Can I figure out which would make more sense to go to on this planet?
Depends on what you want to do. The Prefectus decides the law, and the Master Logistica deals with trade.
Wait, kinda Both of them. Imperial permits, who deals with them? Because that's what requires.
That would be the Prefectus.
So both of them. We need both of them.
As you say that, he just raises his eyebrows. Well, that's ambitious. But I'll have to ask you on whose authority do you have perhaps a request or something I can give them? Do they expect you? Or is there anything?
Yes, we have. Our client has sent a message forward. They do expect us. They do expect us. It's a very hush hush kind of matter.
And you can do an influence test.
Oh fuck.
A -10 influence test.
Well, I knew this was useful for something. -10. So that's 21.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Whoa.
21, that is. Oh fuck, I really needed that. Success with 2.
Oh my god.
And that goes my scandalous socialite.
Nice. Of all the connections that you've gotten here, you will get in contact with them, pull any strings you can, and over time, you go back and forth with this. Finally, he will sort of overwhelmed by the names and the people that you have direct connection with. He will finally sort of just nod a single time upon looking at your last written request. Right, I'll take you to them right away. It might take a while. There are many who wish to see them. I hope you have time to wait a day or perhaps 2.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out.
The Envelorum is open for you if you wish to stay here and wait. I can have one of my associates collect you. It's time.
I appreciate it.
He will bow politely, take your contact information, and you know the place pretty well. You would get a room in the Envelorum, and as you walk in there, get your contacts and network set up, that's where we can end it, I think, for today.
So we have a 30-degree burn victim. We have
You got a lot of degrees of burns, I think.